Hello again. Welcome to Finland.
Finland?
One of the countries of all time.
This is where ale is from. This is a wild country. This is where people drink more alcohol than any other country in the world.
Sausages, beer, 0.07% of people, 11% of all saunas, lakes, driving the tractor while heavily under
The only thing I actually admire about Finland is that nearly every place has a sauna. I want a sauna. This sounds so good.
influence. What is this word? Molotov cocktail. Why is the snow speaking Finnish? And the sport of rally car racing. Today is the day we immerse ourselves in this alien world of rally car racing. We're going to build this good car, tune it, upgrade it, scull 12 beers and drive it into oncoming traffic, take it to the local rally race, and with some luck, win.
Did y'all ever play Burn when you were growing up? Or has anyone played Burn? Like when I see people doing rally racing and wanting to crash into someone, all I think about is Burn. Burnout? Was that Burnout? That was the name of it. Burnout. That was funny as fuck. I played it on PlayStation 2. Like the whole goal of the game is to create chaos. Like you drive once into like a highway and you're trying to crash into with one crash to create as much damage as possible. It's the funniest shit ever. I don't like, this is the dumbass game humor that's a long time ago that will not work now, but that is so fun.
Was very
now I'm a hardcore NFT NFT player.
I die in real life too.
Thank the Lord.
So, let us begin.
But is he Finnish or American?
We began on the start screen. I named myself Helsinki Fata, chose this beautiful photo for my mugshot, and began.
Beautiful.
The year is 1976. A boy is born. Me, Helsinki Fata. Fast forward 19 years and it's 1995. Our boy is living in a nondescript lake house at the lake of Fuck.
Your brother got 2 kids months ago. They looked the same. He said he was not happy. That's what it is, man.
We had a near
with 2
unlimited
kids.
number
Holy
of
shit.
possibilities. So, of course, we inhaled 8 beers, watched the incredible Finnish film Topless Gun, and pissed all over the hot rocks in the sauna.
This reminds me, did you guys watch when I fucking played The Long Drive? Holy shit, dude, we gotta play The Long Drive again. I don't understand how one game can be so simple, but yet so random. I have never, ever in video games expected, like, anything like at all to be so like unique and random. I just don't understand what the fuck is happening in that game. It's crazy. The scenarios went up. Your ability to read today is suboptimal. I think I'm like brain fucked. I was watching Asman today and it was kind of hyped. I was like dead and stressed after work, and then I was kind of hyped on Asman today. I was modding it. It was like 45,000 viewers, I think it was today, with the Dragonflight announcement video, the new trailer. That's a fucking dog shit ass cinematic. That was ass. But anyways, so I kind of maybe a little bit tired. So my reading, my optic reading is like so slow. I'm terrible today. I'm sorry.
And inside the garage was everything else. Panels, doors,
never great.
Pistons,
Lies.
fuel tank, clutch, gearbox, struts, wishbones, brakes, shock absorber, cylinder head, T-34 85M main battle tank. Oh wait, that's not in the garage. That's in today's sponsor, World of Tanks. Gentlemen, it is time. The metamorphosis has already begun. I am the World of Tanks, the greatest tank free-to-play video game ever created, with over 100 million players around the world. Can you guess what this game is about? Tanks. Over 600 million tanks, destroyers, artillery, small, medium, and Tangus. I am going to assault the French. Oh wait, maybe the Germans. Actually, no. I'm going to assault the British. I will fight them on the beaches. I will fight them in the fields. And I will fight them across the 40 battle arenas spread all over the world. Do you know how many that is? I have no idea. I lost my frontal lobe in an industrial tank accident. You would not believe me how historically accurate they made this game. Believe me, I was there. Earn experience, modify, and upgrade your tank. Finnish comrade, join me in glorious battle against the Soviet menace and defend our beautiful homeland. Download World of Tanks for free with the link in the description. Use code TANKMANIA to get 7 days of premium for free. 250,000 credits, premium tank Excelsior, 3 rental tanks, Tiger 131, Cromwell, and T-34 85M. Do it now, or the Finns will be defeated. Also,
what are we losing for that?
Go check that out.
I'll come to Norway.
Yeah. The crankshaft, fuel tank, clutch, gearbox, struts, wishbones, brakes, shock absorber, cylinder head, head gasket, rocker shaft, camshaft.
Yes,
you get the idea. Helping me build this car was nothing. I was going to try to build it without using any guides. Was this a good idea? No. All these parts fit together in a specific, sometimes very irritating way. Just go in. Just go in. Just go in. Fuck! Not to mention, each part has bolts.
I just realized he's building a car. What is this game? Was he building a car? Why would you play this?
And the devs, thinking that screwing in hundreds of bolts would be far too easy, elected to make every single one have a size. Wait, you can't bolt this part in with the spanner? Sorry, fucko, that's the wrong spanner. Try
the
again,
game is fucking
If
hard.
I was going to build this car, it was
That
going to
doesn't
take
sound fun.
a long, long time. So, naturally, I got bored, went to bed, was woken in the middle of the night by the phone ringing, and I couldn't see shit. To make matters even worse was the most annoying character in the entire game.
Oh my god. I remember I once, like, I had an aunt that lived in, like, fucking Denmark, and she was, like, in, I don't fucking know, she was, like, living, like, more in a farmland or some shit, I don't know. I remember I visited her once. Every morning during the summer, I would always hear, like, flies buzzing around, and flies going into my ear. Every morning. I hate the sound of flies. It tilts me. It's so annoying. I visited her once. I never visited her again. I could not handle it. It's absolutely pain. It's just so many flies. I could never live in a farmland. Holy shit.
To get rid of bug, I need to take a trip into town and get some mosquito spray, among some other very important items. Like beer.
Perfect.
Sausages. I had two vehicles to choose from. This motorbike, which can only carry one thing at a time, or the tractor, which is really
That's good.
slow. 20 minutes later, I arrived in the bustling metropolis of
Yes.
I bought my groceries and then drove the tractor for another 20 minutes back home. Building the car was going to take
like
a long
game
time.
You can play
so
with
while I
friends
struggle
and
to figure out
stupid
what the
with.
hell the distributor is and why I would need it for my car, why don't we talk about engines? An engine's job is simple. Convert the chemical energy of gasoline into kinetic energy in the car. First off, we start with suck, squeeze, bang, and blow. The four steps
my
of a four-stroke
god,
engine.
did you see those
The engine
cheeks?
sucks in a mixture of fuel and air, squeezes it really tight, ignites it with a spark plug, and blows out the exhaust. A little car
that's how
has
it
4
works, huh?
cylinders,
Oh.
each sucking, squeezing, banging, and blowing. These 4 cylinders house 4 pistons, which each connect to the crankshaft. The pistons go up and down, and the crankshaft goes
I have
round and
seen
round.
this somewhere.
The crankshaft is connected to the wheels through the clutch and gearbox. Put your foot down on the gas, the engine spins faster, the wheels spin faster, and off you go. Simple, right? Yeah, well, obviously it's not that easy, as you can clearly see by my inability to assemble the clutch.
You just died
Man,
in front of
it's been
us. How
30
do you
minutes.
feel?
Why can't you
just
figure
saw
it out?
two
No.
people die.
No, stop fucking the car with the tractor! Next up is suspension. Now, why do we need suspension? Well, without it, things get a bit bumpy. You need suspension not only to absorb bumps in the road, but also keep the wheels in contact with it. Brakes. Probably the most simple part of the car. The brake discs are connected directly to the wheels. When you press on the brake pedal, brake pads push against the discs and convert their kinetic energy into heat. And there we go. I'd pretty much finished the car. You know, excluding the wiring, wheels, tires, brake fluid, clutch fluid, engine oil, coolant, camshaft alignment, and replacing about 15 parts that would inevitably break within 5 minutes of driving. You know, we were basically done.
Bro,
I
you're
retired
doing a
back to the house
job
to
in a
eat some
video
food
game.
and drink a bit of water. But I couldn't. The sausages were spoiled. In fact, all the food in the fridge was spoiled. Oh no. I had spent so long working on the car that my house had been disconnected from
He's
the electricity
alive.
for not paying in time. This could not have come at a worse time, because I had 0 food, and tomorrow was Sunday. Timo's is not open on Sunday.
Timo's?
Of course, I didn't
Wait,
know this,
Timo?
so I rode into town in a mild panic after my hunger meter had gone red. Timo, open up, I need to eat your food.
Timo, open the
open up,
goddamn
open up.
door.
Shit. The sun had well and truly come up, which told me that Timo's was clearly not going to open today, so I elected to ride my bike
Timo's.
back home. On my way back, I came across the dance pavilion, which had 2 cars outside of it, blasting some funky beats.
Nice.
The game
This is how it
actually let
is
me
in
open the
every
back-
like Slavic. I remember I was at Lithuania, like every fucking street man had these dudes sitting in a car playing loud Russian music. This is like I feel like this is like the experience of every Slavic country.
doors of this car and climb inside. So, seeing that I had nothing better to do, I gave it a go and hopped in. This was a terrible mistake. Immediately it was clear that the man driving had in fact consumed a rather large amount of alcohol prior and was driving at an alarmingly high speed with alarmingly low control. I then made an even worse decision and swore at the driver. This put him into a frenzied rage and he immediately stomped the gas, drove straight into a tree.
He just killed himself.
Well,
Free car though.
The only thing I could really do was hop out and
just
walk
kill
home.
the other guy and take the car.
Ooh.
What the fuck? I told you should kill them and take the car.
Being out in the sun and running home like this was rapidly increasing my thirst. I walked for what felt like hours along the dirt track leading home, and eventually my house was just visible in the distance. I was so close to water. I reached the mailbox, looked inside to try pay the utilities, collapsed.
With the sound of these bees.
No.
No.
And died. Attempt number 2.
Imagine dying to dehydration.
Did not last long. I named myself
kid.
Drank until I blacked out, pissed on the TV, and died. Attempt 3. I gave myself the brilliant name Glorable Florable. This time I was going to use a guide and try to build the car a little faster. The first thing the guide wanted me to do was get in the tractor and go collect some stuff. One of those stuff were these wheels inside this abandoned mansion. The wheels were on the top floor, so of course
bro, this place looks like an absolute shithole. Like, where are you? What is wrong with these flies? This is turning into Fallout.
No! Attempt 4. I did all the same stuff as the late Glorbo Florbo, but yet
Finland countryside in the 70s? Jeez.
Nope. Oh my god.
Oh, bro. This is a horror game. Holy shit. This is awful.
Fuck! Attempt 5. This time, I saw the wasp nest and managed to sneak past it without getting stung.
Just get a gun and
some
shoot
of the knowledge
it.
I had accumulated over the past 12 hours, I was able
Have you all seen like I saw this American like shoot a wasp nest with like a gun. I don't know which gun. Have you ever seen that shit? That thing blew the fuck up. That's so satisfying.
Build up the car fairly quickly. And before I knew it, the engine was in, the suspension was suspended, the panels were attached, and wired.
Fuck
did the car
those
work?
bitches.
No. But it did in fact look like a car. All this work had been quite exhausting, so I loaded up this little boat with some supplies and took a nice relaxing trip to the island in the center of the lake. I was here for the fish
blew
trip,
that shit
but
up.
also
They
to
all
just chill for a
died
while
instantly.
and eat some sausages. That is, if I didn't burn every single one. Shit. Leaving the island, I made sure to ransack it for everything it had. This camera, lantern, coffee stuff, bucket, fish trap, and fireworks. Arriving back home, I needed to go buy yet more stuff from town, and I still only had the tractor to work with. Hopefully, this would be the last time I'd have to make this long, laborious trip. Nope. Back home, I put the final touches on the car, wired the last things, filled up the fluids, pissed in the radiator for enhanced cooling, and what do you know? It was ready to be started. I put the key in the ignition, gave it a turn, and... well, that didn't sound good. This little crunch sound had completely drained the battery, so while it was charging, I went inside to watch some TV. Soon. Attempt 2 at starting the car, and against all odds, it actually worked. Oh my god, it started! Now granted, the car was making this horrific banging sound, but it ran. This banging was caused by the camshaft gear being out of alignment. To fix it, I'd have to take the engine out, remove the cover plate, and rotate it back into alignment. But why does the camshaft need to be aligned? Remember suck, squeeze, bang, and blow? This only works if these valves are correctly timed. These valves are needed to keep the air and fuel inside the cylinder during the squeeze and bang stages. The camshaft is responsible for opening and closing these valves at the correct time. One valve is for the intake and the other is for the exhaust. If they aren't timed properly, you could be intaking air through the exhaust and exhausting air through the intake. As you can imagine, not good for Mr. Car. Once the camshaft was aligned and the engine thrown back in the car, it was time to start her up again. Shit. This time, something else was broken. Of course. Taking off the valve cover, I discovered that the rocker shaft, which is what actuates the valves, was broken. To fix this, I'd need to buy a new one at Fleetari's repair shop. So I did. and threw it in the car. Oh.
Holy.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Gentlemen, we had done it. Everything seemed to be working. I could even put it in gear.
Look at that. He even rolled 6-6.
This was extremely satisfying.
Wow.
After working on this thing for hours and hours, it finally ran. Naturally, I gave it a quick test drive around the dirt outside the house when I drove it into a ditch. And it broke. It was time to take our little car on its maiden voyage. I got it onto the highway and jammed the throttle all the way down. The acceleration was bad. The car topped out at just over 100 kilometers an hour, giving it a 0 to 100 time of about 60 seconds. Miraculously, I had managed to reach town without the car breaking down. So I turned her around and headed back home. This is where things went wrong. Perhaps running the car at full throttle constantly wasn't such a good idea. As I crossed the bridge near the repair shop, I heard this.
Oh no.
That did not sound good, and the car was slowly losing power. I managed to limp a few more 100 meters before it ultimately died on the turn off to the repair shop. Taking the engine apart, I found this. A blown head gasket, and one of the pistons just missing. Luckily, I was near the repair shop, so I could easily go buy some new parts. Unluckily, it was Saturday, and the shop wouldn't be open until Monday. I could just wait, but that would take hours, so I decided to hop on the bus and take it back home. This was a terrible mistake. I left my computer running to go take a piss, only to come back to the bus humping another car.
What is like? What is with this bus driver as well? What's he's doing? He looks like he's jacking off.
Crashed into the bus while on the wrong side of the road.
Thank God.
Now this, by itself,
just
was
collateral damage.
But what made it even worse was that this idiot had a trailer attached to his car, which had managed to get the bus perfectly
gotta let the bus driver have a little bit of fun. Do people have eyes?
This is awesome.
Who's this guy in the back?
Looks like a, even if only a few centimeters per second. I couldn't get off the bus, and I couldn't leave. The only option here was to quit the menu and revert the last 3 hours of progress.
Don't have eyes?
Awesome.
It seems like a fun game. It seems like he's having a blast.
This put us back to when the rocker shaft was broken. So once again, I hopped on the bike to go get a new one. It being Wednesday, I knew that the only other person on the road leading into the repair shop was the guy in the green car. But for some reason, the road to my house was taped off, which would indicate the rally was taking place. Further up the road, my suspicions were confirmed when a rally car traveling at approximately 2% the speed of light shot past, barely missing me. Whoa. I don't know why the rally was on. It only happens on the weekend, and it was clearly Wednesday, but whatever. Now, if I had any sense, I would have gotten off the road, seeing as it was clearly pretty hazardous. But I was tired and frustrated at what had happened on the bus. So I hopped back on the road on my bike, and 5 minutes later, got completely obliterated.
There it is. Your saving grace. Hit his car now. What's that dude? Fucking laughing in the back. Boy dead in open accident. A bozo.
In shock, I stared at the death screen for a good 2 minutes before resigning to my fate. Disabling permadeath, naming myself, I give up, and trying again.
Oh no. Oh no. Bro, I wish I had the patience to play this. I mean, I love the long drive playing with friends because it's so random, like a nonce here and there. Dude, I don't understand how people can play this shit. Like, this looked like, this looked wild. This is a wild ass game. That's a funny video. Very good. That was very good, but very wild. I'm impressed. I'm impressed he's torturing himself playing this.